Do you know the way to see Jose? Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho strikes friendship with glamorous cop he met at luxury hotel before inviting her to Old Trafford match. PC Ruth Mills, her two sons and a pal were taken in a Mercedes people carrier to the stadium and introduced to stars Paul Pogba and Henrikh Mkhitaryan. Jose Mourinho has struck up a friendship with a policewoman he met at a luxury hotel. The Manchester United boss chatted with PC Ruth Mills, 36, the night before a big game, and invited her, her two sons and a pal to an Old Trafford match 2 weeks later. Man United boss Jose Mourinho met PC Ruth Mills at a luxury hotel while she was on a spa break with colleagues. They were whisked in a Mercedes people carrier to the stadium and were even introduced to stars Paul Pogba and Henrikh Mkhitaryan, who posed for pictures she shared with pals. Yet when asked about the trip, Ruth first said the group was driven by a friend, then insisted they had gone to the game in her black Mini Cooper. She refused to comment when shown pictures of her party climbing aboard the chauffeur-driven Mercedes Viano. 2 weeks later the glam cop got a VIP trip to Old Trafford match. Ruth, who runs marathons and triathlons, met married Mourinho, 54, last month before the second leg of the EFL Cup semi-final in Hull. She was on a spa break with police colleagues when they bumped into the United team at the 4-star Forest Pines Hotel and Golf Resort. She hit it off with Mourinho and pals said they got on so well during the evening that she left clutching a United training top and sweatshirt. 2 weeks later Ruth, her United fan lads and friend Jane Foxcroft were his guests at United's home game against Watford, with prized seats next to the players' tunnel. Her estranged husband, Henrikh Mills, was not with the party for the game, which United won 2-0. Last night a friend of Ruth said, when Mourinho and Ruth met at the hotel before the Hull game they were together chatting and really looked to have clicked. She's really bubbly and attractive and is super fit, and he was listening intently during their conversation. Then last week the black Mercedes arrived at her house. It was a treat they'll never forget. They seem to have struck up a very unlikely friendship. The Mercedes was hired from a company called Vigio, based just 3 miles from United Stadium, which provides vehicles for players and club officials. An operator taking bookings quoted £720 including VAT for an Old Trafford match day return trip to Hull. And he added that he had taken an identical booking from a Manchester United club client recently. But Ruth stayed tight-lipped when asked to explain who paid for her outing, and then accused a bitter work colleague of spreading lies. Ruth told The Sun on Sunday, last April someone put a note in my husband's tray at work saying I was having an affair with a friend of his which broke up our relationship. Someone's got it in for me. There's a vendetta going on by someone who wants my job. On her meeting with the special one she said, I'd tell you the whole story but you probably won't be interested because there's no sex involved. He's signed an autograph for me and then someone's got it in for me at work and have decided to spread a malicious rumor. My boys are Manchester United fans. And we were one of 65,000 other fans at the game. That's the entire story. Ruth ran a marathon in 2014 in memory of PC's Nicola Hughes, 23, and Fiona Bone, 32, who were killed by one-eyed gangster Dale Croghan in 2012. She follows 100 or so people on Twitter and one of the most recent additions is a Jose Mourinho account. Further of two Mourinho, who wed in 1989, has lived apart from wife Matilda in a 6th-floor suite in Manchester's 5-star Lowry Hotel since taking up his £10 million a year post before the start of the season. But he insists his marriage is strong and regularly commutes to see Matilda in Portugal and London. However, earlier in his career when he coached at Portuguese club Porto, he did not deny claims of a long-running affair with Elsa Sousa while living away from home. Elsa even claimed they set up home together, and that he did nothing to hide the relationship from his players and staff. She also said they would make love for hours to his favorite songs by Sting and that he showered her with expensive gifts. Since then Mourinho, who has a 21-year-old daughter called Tito and a son of 17 named Jose Jr., has spoken of his devotion, insisting, "The most important thing is my family and being a good father.